This conference will now
And
be
we will start
recorded.
with one of the another scenario known as a consignment procurement process. So what are the steps that are involved in the consignment procurement process? We will see. In consignment procurement process, we have following steps included in it. So we need to maintain what is consignment procurement process first. The consignment procurement process is nothing but consignment procurement process is nothing but you will have a stores or the warehouse department. Within the warehouse or storage department, you will allocate some space to the vendor. Let us say this is the entire your storage department. You are going to allocate some space. Let us say this is the space. And within this particular space, the vendor is storing his own materials and he is and whenever there is a requirement, you are going to withdraw the stocks from this particular vendor consignment stock and utilizing in your company premises. So whatever may be the stock that you have withdrawn, you are going to pay the money to that particular stock only, which is nothing but a consignment procurement process. Okay, so how this scenario will be addressed? So you need to maintain a consignment info record first. Maintain consignment info record. Step number one is consignment info record. Consignment info record. Then create consignment purchase requisition. Consignment purchase requisition. How your system will come to know that it is a consignment purchase requisition? It is with the help of the item category. So item category should be K. K is nothing but a consignment. And account assignment category should be blank. Category should be blank. So if you select item category as K, that means it is becoming a consignment purchase requisition. So let me get into the system. I will create a material first. I will go to M01. I will try to create a material. Client is M48.
So please don't stop on base MRP one. Just I have one question regarding. Hello, hello.
Okay, so 4143 is the material. Okay, the vendor is 7030 is the vendor. This is the material and he is the vendor. Okay, so now I will try to create a consignment info record via ME11 transaction code. I will go to ME11. I will go to ME11. Minute. First I will see. Okay. I will go to the ME11 transaction code and I will try to create a consignment info record for the material. So vendor is 7030, material is 4143, and the purchasing organization is IN47 and plant is IN47. So the info record category is a consignment. I will select consignment. I will go to the enter button. Plant is IN48, not IN47. You just click on enter button, and the standard quantity is 10,000. Net price is 10 rupees. So I just created a consignment info record, that is consignment info record which got created is 586084. So I will now create a consignment purchase requisition. So how I will create a consignment purchase requisition? It is with the help of the ME51 in transaction code. So I will go to ME51N. I will go to ME51N, and the material is, I will select how my system will come to know that it is a consignment purchase requisition. It is with the help of the item category. So I will select item category over here. So the item category I need to select over here as a consignment. You see there is something known as consignment. Just select consignment as item category, and the material is 4143. 4143 is the consignment material, and the quantity is 1000. Plant is IN48, and the storage location is 0001. Purchasing group is 000, and the purchasing organization IN47. Okay, so what will happen in case of the consignment info record? If you select item category as K, that means the valuation tab of the purchase requisition will be disabled. Why it is disabled? Let me remove this item category. So I just removed the item category over here, right? So when I remove a item category, it became a normal procurement scenario, right? So you see a valuation tab came over here automatically. But if you select item category as K, the valuation tab will be automatically disabled. You see there is no valuation. Consignment procurement process, even though the material is being stored in the company premises, it is not owned by the company. It is still being owned by the vendor only. The vendor only responsible to monitor the stocks. So that is the reason, as a company, I do not have any validation for that particular material. Why? It is not my company's own material. Okay, so now let me see. So I will try to save this particular consignment purchase requisition, that is 1004815. 1004815. Is it still giving the disturbance, the mic?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Still disturbance is there?
Now it is okay, sir.
Okay. So this is the consignment purchase requisition which I am able to create. Okay, so let me save this particular. Let us see if I am able to release this particular requisition. So I will go to the ME54N. Okay, so there is no release strategy available for this particular purchase requisition. So then what is the next step? I need to convert this particular purchase requisition into a purchase order. So let me go to the convert purchase requisition into a purchase order. So I will go to ME51N. So what is happened when you do a consignment purchase requisition? The valuation tab disabled. So that is the main difference. No valuation tab. Why there is no valuation tab? Because the material is not your company's material, it is owned by a vendor only. Still the material is being owned by vendor only. So then convert a PR into a purchase order. I will go to the ME21N transaction code. So I will select this PR. I will enter a consignment vendor. So that is 7030. I will select this and I will copy. See, I just copied a consignment purchase requisition into a consignment purchase order. So what are the observations over here? Here you see the net price field is non-editable field. Also there is no net price. Also the currency, also the per unit and order price unit, as well as there is no conditions tab over here. So you see there is no conditions tab, right? If I remove this K, it became a normal procurement scenario where you need to enter a price. Also you need to enter a per and order price unit and currency. Also the conditions tab is came. But when you select item category as K, that means net price, order unit and the per unit and then delivery and the conditions tab became non-editable, and the delivery conditions tab became absolute over here or disabled. Why? Because you are not going to evaluate any material. Even though the material is being stored in your company premises, it is owned by the vendor only. Okay, so let me now try to save this particular purchase order. I try to save it. So 45000 22696 22693. So this is the purchase order. I will try to release what happened when you create a purchase order for the consignment. So the net price field and conditions tab. What is the word? Okay, let me now try to release this PO. I will go to MA29N. Okay, so there is no release strategy. I will try to do the goods receipt for this PO. I will go to MICO. So I will go to the goods receipt purchase order 45000 22693. Okay, so I will try to do the goods receipt now. I will select item OK button and I will try to post it. So what is the goods receipt number? 1380. Number is 1380. So what is the implications of the goods receipt here? The implications of the goods receipt is, let me display the goods receipt. I will go to ME23N and I will see the purchase order history. So there is a goods receipt got processed and I will go to the display of the goods receipt. I will go to the document information. I will go to a financial documents. See, in case of consignment procurement process, when you do a goods receipt, no accounting documents generated. Means the implications of the vendor consignment process is at the goods receipt level, no accounting or the finance documents postings happened. No finance postings, but only a quantity update. Quantity update in inventory management. Means finance postings will not be there. Why? Because it is not your own material. The material is still owned by the vendor only, but there is a quantity update in the inventory management for the quantity tracking purpose. So I will go to MMBE transaction code and I will see the stocks of this material. See, I see a stocks of material. IN48 is the plant and 0001 storage location. Here you see the stock is showing as a vendor consignment stock. Means this stock is owned by a vendor, not by your organization. So I will just double click on vendor consignment stock. You see this particular stock is owned by a vendor 7030 of 1000 numbers under unrestricted use. This stock is owned by the vendor, not your organization. So that is how the stock is being shown as a vendor consignment stock. So let me now go back. So, but when I will make a payment to the vendor, so the payment I am going to make to the vendor, let us say today there is a requirement from my production department. They need 500 numbers of this material 4143. So then I will withdraw the stocks from vendor consignment stock to my company's own stock. Then from my company's own stock to I am going to issue to the production department. So for whatever may be the quantity that I have withdrawn from the vendor consignment stock, I am liable to make a payment to that particular stock which I have withdrawn. So how I am going to transfer a stock from the vendor consignment stock to my company's own stock? It is via a transfer posting functionality. So transfer posting of vendor consignment stock to company's own stock. That means you are going to transfer. Now the stock is available under vendor consignment. You need to transfer some stocks to the 0001 storage location of the compliant. So from here to here you are going to transfer. So how you are going to transfer that? That is what a movement type 411K is the movement type. So 411K is the movement type. 411K is the movement type. So what is the transaction code? MP1B. So I will go to a MP1B transaction code. The movement type is 411K. Plant is IN48 and the storage location is 0001. Who is the vendor against which the stocks are available? 7030 is the vendor. And what is the receiving and what is the material? 4143 is the material. So and 500 quantity I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to withdraw. So the transfer posting document is 1256. Transfer posting document. Okay, so I will try to refresh the stocks over here. So now see 500 numbers are moved from vendor consignment stock to my company's own stock. So I need to, now I am liable to make a payment of 500 quantity. So how I will do that particular payment? Here I am not going to do any invoice verification, no invoice verification. Instead we have a invoice settlement. So no MIRO transaction code. Instead we have a MRKO is nothing but a automatic settlement transaction code. Okay, so I will go to MRKO. So company code is IN48 and the vendor is 7030. And I will click on settle over here. And I will go to the material is 4143. I will just execute it. So this is the material document, right? So against this particular material document, I have withdrawn 500 pieces. So I am going to settle this particular material document. Okay, we did one mistake. So while creating a info record, we were not able to maintain a tax code in the info record. We need to maintain a tax code, then only the consignment procurement scenario will work. So I will go to ME12 transaction code and I will try to maintain the tax code over here. Here we missed the tax code. So I will select a tax code as I0. Now I will try to process this MRKO. Consignment and pipeline settlement. Okay, so consignment settlement. No message was found for partner and the company code. I think there is some issue. So there is something known as a NACE transaction code. There is something known as NACE. So here I will go to the invoice verification, that is MR, and I will go to the condition records. Here you see there is something known as consignment. KONS is the output type. I will just double click it and I will go to I will select company code and the vendor. Company code is IN47, vendor is 7030, and I will put the vendor number over here 7030 and just click on enter. Then select, go to the communication LOCL, just mention that nothing but a local printer, print immediately, release after output, and number of messages are 3 and save it. So these condition records we need to maintain. Then I will go to I will try to execute this particular scenario again. I will try to do the consignment and the pipeline settlement again. See, the invoice document is now created. So what is the value of the invoice? That is, I have withdrawn 500 pieces from the vendor consignment stock to my company's own stock, and I have transferred 500 pieces from vendor consignment stock to my company's own stock. And what is the per piece rate? The per piece rate is 10 rupees, which I maintained in the info record, right? I maintained per piece 10 rupees, right? So 500 multiplied by 10, a 5,000 rupees I am going to make as a payment to the vendor for the materials which I have withdrawn from the vendor consignment stock. So this is how your invoice will be automatically created. So then you are going to run the payment run. So payment run you already know by using a F110 transaction code. I am going to execute the payment run. Then the payment will be processed to the consignment vendor for the quantity which I have withdrawn. Okay, so this is a vendor consignment procurement process scenario. So then what is the next scenario? The next scenario is a service procurement process. Service procurement process will take at least 1 hour. So we will continue this topic in tomorrow's session. You try to practice a consignment procurement scenario and let me know if you have any issues in tomorrow's session. I have some personal work, so we will discuss this thing in the tomorrow session.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, I have just small query regarding the material code, means material master data. There is a one attribute is MRP1,
Mm.
where we maintain MRP controller. Okay. So my question is, where we maintain MRP controller for various uh, uh, storage locations or plant. Where is the background configuration from where we maintain this?
Have you clicked there? It will automatically go to the background configuration.
Okay,
So
actually, what
where
happened,
there
sir,
is
in my where I am working right now, what they do the four storage location. Means one plant is there, they create four storage location. In that storage location, various department are there. Okay, so department are there where each department they divide into three categories: just electrical, mechanical, and operations. Operation means, yeah. Okay, so one department is just like, for example, is hot strip mill. Other department is utility. Okay, okay. In that department, there are sub department, just electrical, mechanical, like that. So just I have to, I want to know how they maintain and where they maintain this parameter, means MRP controller.
MRP controller will be at the plant level. Okay, not at the department, nothing. So just go to SPRO and
Okay.
just go to the SAP reference implementation guide. Then It is under a production planning. Just go to the production, then go to the production planning. Okay. Hello. Okay, so here production planning basic data. Okay, where is this here? Product basic data MRP controller. Okay, I will show it to you tomorrow morning. Okay, so there is one call coming for me.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes.
tomorrow morning I will show it to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, then thank you. Bye bye.